I wasn't supposed to land that morning. The flight was moved ahead due to a client cancellation, and I didn't bother telling anyone. I thought surprising my wife after 5 days apart would be romantic. Funny how life loves irony. I spotted her before she saw me, standing by the arrival gate, clutching a bouquet of white lilies. Her smile was soft, practiced, the kind of smile she used to save for me. Then I saw him. He walked out of the terminal, tall, confident, pulling his suitcase with one hand. And she ran. Not a polite jog, not a friendly hug. She ran like she was coming home from war. She leapt into his arms, the flowers crushed between them. Her laughter echoed through the terminal. I stood still. People passed by, dragging their luggage, hugging loved ones. No one noticed the man who just watched his marriage die. We'd been married 8 years, 8 steady, quiet, beautiful years, or so I thought. We met in college, built our lives from scratch, saved for the house she said was her dream. I trusted her with everything, the passwords, the finances, my soul. Now I realize she'd been rehearsing for her next life all along. The signs were there, the late meetings, the muted phone calls, the sudden shift in perfume. I brushed them aside because love makes you blind, or worse, stupid. But that day at the airport, blindness turned to vision. And once I saw, I never looked away again. I didn't confront her, not that day. I let her come home that evening, pretending nothing had changed. I kissed her forehead, poured her a glass of wine, and listened as she told me about her long day at work. I smiled, nodded, and memorized every lie. Over the next 2 months, I became someone else, silent, methodical, unseen. I learned his name, Ryan, a regional manager at her company, divorced, moved into the city 6 months ago. I traced every transaction, every hotel receipt, every secret credit card payment. I didn't rage, I recorded. I built a case stronger than love could ever be. Then I moved on to phase 2. I made sure her life became comfortable, too comfortable. I upgraded her car, opened a joint investment account, and quietly shifted ownership of the house to my name alone. I wanted her to feel safe, so that when the ground gave way, the fall would be fatal. The day of reckoning came disguised as a celebration, her birthday. I booked a private dinner at the restaurant where we first met. She arrived radiant, wearing the same red dress she'd worn that night 8 years ago. "You remembered," she said, eyes glistening. I smiled, told her to sit. Halfway through the meal, the waiter brought in the cake and a gift box. Inside wasn't jewelry, it was a stack of photos. Her at the airport, her at the hotel, her kissing him in the parking lot of her office. She went pale. What is this?" I leaned back. Proof. Her lips trembled. "You've been following me?" "No," I said quietly. "I've been watching you." She reached across the table, voice cracking. "Please, I can explain." I cut her off with a calm smile. "You don't need to. I already did." She didn't understand until the next morning, when her company email locked her out. Her phone buzzed with legal notifications, and her precious Ryan stopped answering her calls. You see, Ryan wasn't just her lover. He was also a man with a messy divorce, an ongoing workplace affair, and a clause in his contract that forbade romantic relationships with subordinates. I sent everything, the pictures, the transactions, the dates, to his ex-wife and his company's board. Within 24 hours, he was suspended. Within 72, he was fired. As for her, I let her twist for a while. Then I served her the divorce papers, along with the documentation showing that every financial asset she thought she owned was already under my control. She called me that night, sobbing, "Why did you do this to me?" I almost laughed. "You did this to us." A month later, I saw her again. At the same airport. Alone this time. No flowers, no laughter, just a woman standing at the gate as people reunited around her. She didn't see me. I stood where I had that first day and felt nothing. No hatred, no sadness. Just quiet. Revenge isn't fire, it's frost. It doesn't burn, it freezes everything that once mattered until it cracks, clean and final. Sometimes I replay that first scene in my head, her running into his arms, the bouquet crushed between them. Only now, when I see it, I don't see betrayal. I see my awakening. Because that was the moment I stopped being her husband and became the man she'd never recover from.